I got back from my little trip a few hours ago, and I'm just home and needed to change stuff from my renting out the apartment for a few days, and I'm just kind of beat. I've just been away for 3 days, and it's not that long, but it's still. I have just been around. I have slept in other beds than I'm used to, with people I'm not used to sleeping next to, and dogs and everything. So I'm just tired today, and that is, of course, pretty normal and totally okay. And I have been not that clever and actually made plans with a friend I haven't seen for about 6 months today. So I'm leaving very soon, and typically I don't do this because I know I get tired, and I know I don't really like to do more than one thing, like social thing a day. But I made an exception this time, and I'm regretting a little bit, but also I know it's only for a few hours, so it's gonna be fine. But I have made myself this promise about this channel, that I need to do a video each day for 30 days. Or actually, I started off by saying at least 6 times a week. So I could technically skip today, but I'm really trying to practice showing up even when I don't really feel like I have anything to give, or I'm not motivated, or I'm tired, or having a bad day, or whatever it might be. Because that is hard. Because things of doing stuff, trying to achieve a goal or any kind of thing, it's all fun and games when you're motivated and you're inspired and just plenty of energy and all of that. But it gets a lot more difficult if you're tired or upset for some reason, or just extremely unmotivated. You don't feel like you have anything to say. There are so many excuses. And that is such a big thing, that you can feel this kind of resistance, or not feeling motivated, but still find a way to show up. No matter how small or insignificant or messy or whatever it may be, still show up because you decided, and that is the only way you're gonna get anywhere. And I have never been very good at this. I've always been like, okay, I don't really feel like doing it, so maybe I'm just gonna not, because that seems easier. And I've really tried to work on this for the past, I don't know, 5 years or something. And in some cases, it does work. Like, for years, I was good at going to the gym, as I decided I was going to do. And I'm good at doing tapping, as I say I'm going to do, and the yoga and the stuff. But this kind of thing, that has not been my forte, especially because it takes some more energy. You need to actually do something. And it's not like I didn't want to do it, or a little bit, but mostly it was because I really didn't feel like I had anything to say, and didn't have a lot of energy. But now I'm really practicing. And maybe you can relate to some of this, because most of us have at least some places, some areas where we're not very good at sticking to the things we said we're going to do, especially if it doesn't make a difference for anyone else than ourselves, if it's just a deal you made with yourself. and no one's going to notice if you skip or, yeah, just stop doing it. But that is, I think, maybe the most important agreements you're actually going to do, or it's the most important thing to keep your promise to yourself, because it is, you are the main character in your life, or you should be. So you should be the most important one. And that also means keeping the agreements you made with yourself, because you know it's going to be good for you. And it's so much easier said than done, right? I'm guessing I'm not the only one in this. Well, I know I'm not, but it's so easy to just let it slide because, oh, it's going to be future me's problem that I didn't do this, that I didn't continue to do this, or I can find an excuse. I can make something up that makes it seem completely fair that I didn't do the thing I said I was going to do to myself. If this makes any sense. But it's but I actually think you should, of course, always keep your agreements, and also with other people, of course. But I think most of us is pretty good at doing that. Keeping the plans, doing the thing we said we were going to do if we agree with someone else. But ourselves, no, that's much more difficult, because that is, most of the time, it's not a consequence you can feel right now. It's not like someone's going to get mad at you, except from yourself. But most of us are very, very used to us being upset with us and being disappointed in us. So that is nothing out of the ordinary. That is pretty calm. That is pretty normal. I can't speak either. This is pretty common for a lot of us anyway. So that is, it doesn't seem like a big deal to just, okay, I'm going to skip today. Who's going to notice? And I have all these good excuses to why that is completely okay to not do it today. But it's just such a slippery slope, because for once you get kind of annoyed with yourself or upset or disappointed, and you often beat yourself up because you said you were going to do the thing, and you never do it when you say you're going to do it, and all of that. And that is one thing. But maybe you go into kind of a, okay, then it does, because I didn't do it today, now it doesn't matter, who cares anyway, and then I'm just going to stop. And then you go into this story about you never being able to do the things you said you want to do, and you can never be persistent or consistent, and that is why you never get anywhere, and all of this. And the more you do this, the more it's just gonna get stuck in your mind and your system, that you're the kind of person who is not able to do the things you said you're gonna do, and you're never gonna succeed with anything. And then you go into this kind of shame spiral, or it just keeps being there in the back of your mind. And it's not that you can't, it's because you don't make yourself, or the agreements you make with yourself, you don't make it a big enough priority. You don't feel you're important enough to show up for consistently. And that is really not something you or I or anyone wants to keep running, because that is just a quick route to a very unfulfilling life, I think. So I'm showing up, I'm doing the thing right now, and celebrating myself for it, even especially because I didn't want to do it. And I'm really practicing doing the stuff I don't want to do, or when it gets hard, because it is so easy to just not. But the more we do it, the easier it's gonna get, and the more we're gonna tell ourselves and our system, no, I am the person who do what I say I'm gonna do. I am important enough to do this because this is something that is important for me and it is gonna change my life. It is in that direction I want to go. And it doesn't matter if it's YouTube, going on YouTube, or if it's going to the gym, or eating better, or saying the thing you've been avoiding saying. Whatever it is, go to bed at the time you say you're gonna go to bed. Whatever it is, just practice. And yes, sometimes we slip up, but that is a part of it. That is the process. And that's okay as well. Just do it. Just do something. And it's not the quality that matters in these cases. It's just about showing up and doing this thing you said you were going to do, doing the reps, even if it's only for 2 minutes you go to the gym or go outside or something. Doesn't matter. Just do it. And this is me doing it. And yeah, hopefully I will get a good night's rest and be more energized and inspired tomorrow. And if not, that is completely okay as well. Because it can take a few days when you get back to just get on top of everything again. That I hope this made any kind of sense and maybe even inspired you to do something. Just a little teeny, tiny step because you know it's going to be good for you. I hope. And I would love if you wanted to tell me about it in the comment field. But no matter what, thank you very much for listening and see you next time. Bye.